Hi, how do you usually approach your days? Because the way you approach your days will determine the results that you will get. And if you're a leader, you are a manager, an executive, that you have an organization behind you, it's very important to notice how you approach your days, because the rest of the people will mirror you and will follow you whatever you do. And I would like you to think those days that everything is going well. You get the results that you expect, you get congratulations from your main clients, you get your boss is calling you and congratulate you, people around you are happy, not complaining, working, achieving very good results. How do you behave in those moments? I guess that you will smile, you will treat people respectfully, you will create the environment of confidence in the workplace. Everybody will admire you because you will show what everybody expects from a leader. But what is in opposite to that? What is your behavior and how you approach those moments where nothing looks going in the right direction? You get complaints from your main client, your boss is calling you and complaining as well, people around you are not doing the job as they should, the environment is not the proper one. I don't know you, but I guess you will not be so smiling, you will not be so respectful, you will not transmit such a big confidence as it was in the previous example. And whatever you do, everybody in your organization will copy. That's why it's very important to notice what we do and what we can control or we cannot control, what to focus and focus on what we can control. And all this subject came to me after I watched an interview that a journalist did to Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is the #1 football player in the world, soccer player. And over the last years in his career, Lionel Messi has become also the top scorer on free kicks. This requires a very specific technique that he has been perfecting over the years until he has become one of the best in the world. And during the interview, he tells the story, how he got to that moment. And he said, for many years, after the team training sessions finished, I remained alone in the field, practicing free kicks over and over again, perfecting that technique. I failed thousands and thousands of times. So do you think that Lionel Messi, whenever he failed, when those days that he could not score even once, and he was not happy with how things were going around him, do you think that he was unpolite with people, he didn't respect other people, he was not a good team player? Do you think that this contribute to his behavior? I don't think so. So even he failed thousands of times, he just focused on the thing he can control. And he can control his attitude and he can control his daily practice. Only those two things. The results you cannot control. You don't need to get upset about the results because you cannot control them. But if you focus on what you can control, eventually the results will come. And if you focus on that yourself, be sure that your whole organization will copy you and everybody will start focusing on their attitude and on their daily practice and daily effort at work. And definitely the results will come, you bet. Hope you agree. If not, I would like to hear about your perception or comments on this topic. And I thank you very much for listening. Hopefully talk to you soon.